Yeah, good evening, dear viewers of Gaza Media. This is Wednesday evening, the February the 11th of 2026. I will bring you some update news happening within our community, especially with focus on the BLM activity. And if you are joining our platform or if you are new, please do not forget to always subscribe. And this evening, we will be looking at the alumni of GBHS Fontem, the second batch, that their convention is coming on April the 3rd to the 5th. That will be taking place in Boya. Second batch is one of the vibrant batches among many batches of the GBHS Fontem. You remember, since the school was created in 1981, it has graduated over 40 alumni, 40 students. And the second batch, even though the nine batch is like kind of more pronoun, but there are other batches that are well structured, that have been doing a lot of activity, especially with the contribution to the opening of GHS Fontem that you know. And we will be bringing in panelists from that batch to discuss what their batch has been doing and what their convention is all about and what they hope to get out from that convention. Of course, they will also tell us what they are actually doing to foster the alumni, maybe in order to help themselves. Of course, you know that internationally, alumni has two main objectives: building network within their classmates and giving back to their community. And think this is where our conversation will be focused on. Let me bring in Mr. Peter Atember. Then you have Mr. Josh Tazi, who are here. I want to welcome you both to Gaza Media Platform, and good evening.
Thank you, Dr. Ennis.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Enes and Gaza Media for having us on your platform today.
Yes. Um, Let me start with you. Let's get some basic background. It wasn't until maybe of recent, maybe you people have been carrying on your Zoom meeting a little bit behind the scene. It wasn't until recent when you people came somehow to the spotlight. When do you actually form your own group?
I mean, our group has been in existence for over 5 years now. Um, you will recall that previously it used to be an all grammar school extra North America. And then each batch began forming their own smaller groups. So the second batch has been existent for over 5 years, both in North America, in Europe, and also in Cameroon. So you are right to point out that it is of recent that we made international news because we felt that it is time for all of us to come together. Um, in Cameroon, and and socialize and see what after 40 years, what we have become in 40 years. So yeah, but we have been existent for quite a while.
Yes, Mr. Peter. Some of the batches have separate entity. They have the home base and the diaspora. Is your own batch kind of international where you involve people from Cameroon and maybe from Europe and people in the United States or Northern America, including Canada?
That's correct. We are a single batch, as you get from the name second batch. We have no distinction, even though we exist in different continents: Africa, Europe, and America. But like my colleague said, we have been working together in the background and trying to put things together. It's generally not easy to begin a group, but gradually we worked towards putting ourselves on the limelight. And it's like my colleague said, it's of recent we felt that we've gotten to a point where we can make ourselves publicly known and bring all of our colleagues that we left some over 35 years ago together so that we begin from there. And that's why we are assembling in Boya.
Yes. Before we get into the convention proper or what is actually going to take place, the theme of the convention, there are some activities that have been going on in the general grammar school student, where first you have class representative council, then you have the committee that is championing the opening of the school, where I think the kind of tax or levy or soliciting that one, people should give 1 million francs to carry on at least some rehabilitation work. Two, that a batch can maybe volunteer and look for a project in addition to the 1 million and pick up a project and work from there. So these are the three things that I want us to. Are you participating? Are you represented in the class rep? Let me
Sure,
start with you.
we
Yeah.
second batch is fully represented in uh,
Class
the
council.
committee of our council of badges, where we are uh, well represented, and we are working in line with the committee that is putting in place the risk reconstruction of our alma mater. We've given our share of 1 million, and individually we have also been contributing as individuals. So we are together with the rest of the badges. We've participated in other badge gatherings, so we are together. Again, our goal is that we, as ex-students of grammar school, we function as a team. That's why we are part of the committee of badges, and we are in line with the reconstruction committee as well.
Yes. Okay, Mr. Josh, let me ask you this. I think the third part of the question: are you in your group thinking that you could at some time pick up a project outside the general project activity that are going on? I know right now they are trying to rehabilitate the water line, and many other things, payment of teachers. That's what I think the reconstruction or the rebuilding committee or the opening committee is doing. Are you thinking that you may go there within the school and pick up maybe one project that your batch can sponsor? Are you
Yes,
having that conversation at all?
of course. You have to know, as my friend Peter indicated, our president, the second batch general president, actually serves as the chair of the committee of drafting the constitution that will guide the governing council for all the batches. So we are tacitly involved. The goal is not for each batch, I hope, just to go and pick single projects. The goal is to constitute a board, a governing board that would administer developmental projects in school and do it in a balanced way. Our We are in discussions to see that in addition to picking up those projects, we can form what you call a development bank, a trust, as a university we have here in America, that would outlast every one of us. So we believe that if we were to create a trust, that also not only would that trust develop the school, but that trust can also invest money to yield dividends and multiply for generations to come. Because we all recognize the fact that government schools, as the old days, is gone. Those days are gone. So the government is fast creating schools, but don't have the funds to fund it. So we as ex-students are intended to keep the school running. Now, one thing I would say before we move on is our goal as a second batch in this our association is one, take care of one another, and that we do in so many ways, which is why you don't see us divided between Cameroon, Europe, and America. We all function as one, given the modern technology. If there is an issue, we all come on Zoom or we can on WhatsApp and discuss it, and then have a balanced approach, a global perspective and tackle those things that are pertinent to us as individuals first, and then we look at for what we can do uh, uh, and large. So yes, all those questions that you're answering, we're responding in real time. I think we were the second batch to raise 1 million.
Okay. Yes. I want to go ahead and ask you to this question. Uh, the theme of the convention. I think this is probably your first time that you guys want to come together. So, if I may just ask you in this way, what actually do you really want to achieve? Is it just to say, like Mr. Peter was saying, that at least for over 35 years they have not seen each other? Is it just to socialize, which is also very important, or do you also, or there's more other activities that you want to do? Let me get the theme of the convention, then maybe we can dive into other discussion.
Yeah,
Okay.
as the theme of the convention is honoring the past, celebrating excellence, and shaping the future. And if you get it well, want to look at our past history, where we are coming from, some 35 years ago, what we are as of today, and how do we prepare for the days ahead, the future, within us and within the school. GBHS Fontem, it's called now. As we are meeting in Boya, our goal is, like I said before, to meet some of our old boys and girls, even though we are grandparents now, but we call ourselves boys and girls. When we meet in Boya, we socialize, we remember the days that we were in grammar school, and then we try to see how we can brainstorm, strategize on ways that we can use to be able to assist GBHS Fontaine. Like we are talking about reconstruction, we're doing some fundraising and see how we can, help in the reconstruction process. Even though we've contributed already, but that contribution is a process. We'll continue to contribute as the days and years goes by to make sure that the school that has made us what we are today is up and running. So it is not just going there and socializing, it's going there, strategizing, putting in place mechanisms for which we can be able to be of greater help to our alma mater.
Yes, thank you for that wonderful response. I think yes, continuity is very important. Uh, other alumni, other batches, of course, I know both of you are here in the US, kind of a little bit blessed than those some of the people that are back home. Not all of them. If you look at, like they say, all the fingers are not the same. Do you also do a kind of coup de coeur, if you will, to lack of a better word, where you can help some of the members that were not privileged like you guy here in the US, or maybe that they are struggling financially or whatever, when you guys meet, or is that something that is in your mind, networking?
Yeah,
I think
maybe if Josh wants to answer, that's fine. But
Okay.
yes, I can take the question. You see, our convention is structured in this way, Dr. Ennis. We are going back irrespective of our social strata, irrespective of our social standing, whether, as you say, we are in the United States, we are blessed with a little bit of cash than somebody in Cameroon. We are all coming together. We are all going to stay in the same hotel. Every participant have access to the same resources. So we are not. We are actually living the life that we had in those days. So there is no distinction. And that is how we operate. I will give you another classic example. If one, or in a situation where one of us is bereaved, we all come together and chip in, or even a huge celebration is one of us is getting married and invite the group. Yes, we all come together because at the end of the day, it is not the money that matter. It is relationships. It is the friendship. It is how you look at each other. It is how you respect each other that really matter. Money is just a means to fulfilling those things, and we never allow money to be in between us. Now,
Yeah, if I may add, Dr. Ernest, like my colleague just said, uh, you may want to know that we are all lodging in a hotel. There is no distinction as to who you are, whether you have or not. The hotel has been prepaid for everybody. We do not look at background, and we are inviting everybody, all second batch students, to join us in Boya. There is a lodging already for everybody. You get a room, whether you
So,
are
so you are saying that everybody is entitled to all the services equal level.
all
I
our
mean,
classmates are entitled
yes,
to.
no, at
yes.
least
That is the
I'm
way it has been arranged,
uh,
and we have been of help to those who've been no misfortune in a way. We give assistance to some of our colleagues who have been misfortune. Those that are still struggling, we've been able to help even those that have little businesses and they want to improve on it. We've given assistance to some of our colleagues because, like we said, we do not have any distinction as to whether you are in the US or you are in Europe or Cameroon. Once that information comes to us, we all put our heads together, we contribute, and we help to improve on the well-being of that colleague. So that's the way we operate, and that's exactly what I'm saying. That we have no distinction. Besides that, our goal is to always help each other, and then help our alma mater.
yes. Okay, let's switch gear a little bit. Now, this convention is taking place again, dear viewers, on April the 3rd to the 5th. That will be in Boya. Precisely, I think you mentioned one hotel. I think in the days ahead, we'll still have probably about a month and a half to get to that date. But one thing I really want to ask you, Guy, that this place is taking place in Boya. I'm not biased to Boya, but why not take it to Menji, where the grammar school is located, where maybe I believe this is also tied to during the school time, where you could actually maybe see some of the students that are already schooling, that you could inspire them. That look, this classroom that you are sitting there, I sat here 35 years ago like you. Probably this is who I am. To give them courage, to give them some morale, to actually orientate that no matter what you are doing today, take it seriously. There's a better future ahead. Why
I
don't
mean,
you take it to Menji?
Dr.
doc-
Ernest, just let me try to attempt to
okay.
answer the question. Dr. Ernest, as
Yeah.
you may want to know that the conception of this convention started way over a year ago. We started with conceive it and we started putting things in place. At that time, we did not have an idea as to what the situation may be currently. It would have been an honor, great honor indeed, for us to go back, look at the school which has nursed us up to this moment, which gave us the background for our lives. It would have been a great honor to go back to Fontem, look at the school, look at the teachers that are helping our younger ones now, and even the whole environment. Um, but unfortunately, we started planning this convention over a year ago. We could not foresee what the environment will be in a year to come. Um, we just have to continue where we are now. But our thoughts, as we already indicated, we are working behind the scene. Our thought is if we should get to Boya and look at the possibilities of going down to Fontem, there's nothing that will stop us from going there because it will be a great honor to go down there and even just get the air, the environment that we had lived in years and years ago. My colleague may want to add something though.
Yes, but yeah, Mr. Joseph, if you want something to add, yeah.
Yes. And what is going to be absent in what we are planning in Boya is going to be Minji, but you are going to have all the teachers who are available, who taught us in Minji. They are all invited to Boya. All our mates who were with us in Minji at that time are all invited, again, indiscriminate, irrespective of social standing. So, and this allow us to build, on the third part of our theme, which is preparing for the future, is it gives us an opportunity to all of us coming together under one roof. You will be physically touching each other, not on Zoom like you and I are like this. It would allow us to plan for the future, what we can actually do, one, to take care of ourselves, and two, to keep that institution running for perpetuity. The hope is, and we thank God that the BLM has opened up in the way it has. I can assure you, Peter and I, we can assure you that our organization is looking at that, and we are going to be meeting every year. Who knows? You would be in Minji next time talking to us. Sitting
No, I
in-
mean, yeah, it will be. I mean, it will be a great honor because sometime even I think if not because of Africa in general, I don't really want to go so much into politics. If not because of Africa, if we're, let's say, good governance, you people are among the pioneer. After the second batch, after the first batch, were you people. So that means you form the education at the rock of the BLM educational system. Apart from Siddhartha, that was the first secondary school. Grammar
yes,
school came second in 1981. Up to now, it has been over like maybe 40, how many years now? So I think Mr. Peter was talking about the grandparent right now. Imagine that if we're in a good governance state, you will be now like the educator, maybe the director, making policy decision that will shape the life of the BLM. So that was in that regard that I was saying that it would be a good thing to go down to Menji, maybe hold seminar, workshops, maybe talk, have panel discussion, maybe in relating to this. Please, dear viewer, I think Ndinkem Kong is just joining the forum now. Let me bring him in so that he may offer one word uh, before we continue. Yes, Ndinkem Kong,
and
you are welcome.
welcome.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ennis, and my honorable mates. Sorry for the delays, and I couldn't join, but because of grammar school, as we all know, that shaped us from to be what we are today. I could not relinquish the effort trying to get the lock in to get in here. I am excited. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, and
Yeah.
welcome.
You are
Yeah.
welcome, young man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. 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 I think before you came, we were on this aspect of maybe shaping the education, shaping the future, so that even when I don't know if you'll be having some workshop or panel discussion on what the future of the BLM will look like in terms of education, in terms of rebuilding after 8 to 9 years of torture in the area of education. I think you were the senior prophet at some point where people at that time was maybe primary school. We used to admire you in Menji, where they will sit at the grandstand. You will see they will say grammar school. You will see the senior prophet will stand right ahead, about several meters away from It's I mean that kind of ambience. Those are the kind of thing that I was in that regard. I would say that it would be a great opportunity if this kind of seminar or this kind of convention are taking place, say, for example, in Menji, where the population will come out, the entire BLM will come out and witness history in the making.
Yes, Doctor. Thank you for bringing in that up. For bringing that up, you know, like you said, over 9 years. Um, you know, it's not always the same, especially when you go back home and you really cannot go back to your roots. It's an unfortunate situation, but I am very, very hopeful, seeing things happening differently at this time, that in the very near future, we'll be able to celebrate this kind of a convention back at home. For the time being and for the situation, it is one of that thing that we said no, other than just sitting here procrastinating, we should get something rolling so that something big will come in the near future when we can all meet in Menji and do it in a grand style. For now, we are getting things started, just rolling so that we can prepare for that D-Day that will be coming up.
Okay.
And
Yes. Yeah.
Correct.
Dr. Ernest, if I may
Yeah.
add one word,
Hmm.
borrowing your statement, it is not missing in us that at this stage in our lives, we we form the elites of the division as well, or even the pioneers of the college. That responsibility comes with what we are trying to put in place. Yes, you see, as I indicated before, that we are looking at grammar school to be modeled as the universities are run here. In which case, you will have such a powerful alumni association that should be able to finance, guide, influence both education and cultural development of the younger generations to come, because the younger generations are going to be the leaders of tomorrow. I can tell you vividly that when Honorable Atewa came to Fontem in 1981, grammar school was a forest. But look at what it has produced. Some of us left primary school before grammar school was open. We didn't go to grammar school as young, 14 years old. The first batch and the second batch, if you do a survey, you see that most of them were older than 17 when they went.
Mhm.
What Honorable Atowa gave us was an opportunity to make something better. And God has very blessed these generations of alumni that has been very, very successful. We took that very seriously, and we intend to pass on that legacy to the younger generations. I can assure you that.
Yes. I think the convention you did mention somewhere when we're discussing. I think that uh, some of the former principals, teachers will be invited. So, is this open to the public? You may be doing a fundraising. Are you sending invitation out to maybe some key people that will come and support you achieve your goal? Is that in line, or is just within yourself?
No, we have taken a very big hall. We want to have about 500, 600 people in there, because to do what we are really thinking of doing, we need to generate the funds. And it's always easier to do it when you open the net instead of localizing it among your limited group. So yes, we are going to have a fundraiser. Invitations are coming out very shortly, and we'll have anywhere with any Libyan person, whether alumni of grammar school or not, friends of Libyan who would join us in this mission. Again, we want to give grammar school an opportunity that it has never had before.
Let's
And
yes,
Mr.
Mr. Peter, go ahead.
Yeah, Dr. Enes, I wanted to also piggyback on what my colleague had just said, on the fact that we're trying to model our excellence to function the way we do here. You will remember that most of higher institutions here have endowment that often give even scholarship to students to study. And I think we want to give thanks to where thanks is due. The ninth batch have opened us to what we are doing now, and we give credit to them. With that that is bringing in a lot of conception, a lot of thoughts and strategies on how we can actually build a powerful, englobing GBHS Fontem alumni. And if we succeed in doing that, all of us together, all the badges together, will be able to put in place a very renowned endowment that can be able to help our younger ones who are currently in school. Will be able to build the structures that the school can now be able to use in educating our children back home. So I just wanted to add on that, on the fact that for that reason, we are, as we already indicated, going to do fundraising, and invitations have no limitations to who is coming. We are inviting every single one that is a friend to education, friends to GBHS Fontem, to be join us in Boya, and let us commune together. Let us raise funds in order to be able to help our children. He said that education is the backbone of every. Once you're educated, you it is done. Nobody can take whatever you learn from you. So I just wanted to add that too.
Yes, thank you. And Dinkamkon, let me throw this to you. Maybe I just want to give you the opportunity. Definitely, I know that there are some people or some member of the classmate that may not have joined, or there are always people that maybe they are still in the friendships. Can you? I just want to give you maybe a second or a minute or two to pitch to them that if you have classmates that are still hanging around, or that have not yet joined, or that are still contemplating, talk to them through this media. That
And thank you very much, Dr. Ennis. I want to use this opportunity to let our classmates, like you said, who are still hanging around, uh, to join us. They should understand that this is here to stay. We are a very dynamic democratic group that you come there, we are all going to sit on the table, disagree to agree, then move as one. As the second batch, as we are talking about here, I will use this opportunity to call on all members of that particular class, of all of those at that particular batch, to join us in Boya. It is not limited to the registered members. Each and every one of us who actually sat in that class during, who actually dug all
Yes,
the, the,
the stumps and everything, come and join us in Boya so that we can together build this particular association and join the rest of the alumni to build grammar school. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, dear viewers. And I know we'll have another series of interviews so that maybe in the weeks ahead we'll deep into detail so that you may explain to the audience maybe the detail of the program, how the program will unfold. Because I see that it's kind of a 3 days. The third to the fifth,
yes.
kind of 3 days event. I believe there will be workshop so that people can really turn in and take an advantage and maybe learn some of these things and what you have put forward. I want to thank you. Maybe 30 seconds each to just maybe say any word. I know maybe this Valentine period or whatever you have in mind to say it out there. I'll start with you, Mr. Josh.
Okay. um, to my sweetheart, I say happy Valentine in advance, and to all my mate. Look, I am looking forward to this. Um, to my mates in Cameroon, they should know this. Those of us sitting here in Dinkum Kong, Peter and myself, plus others we have already bought our tickets. We are looking forward to this. The fact that we have not seen one another for over close to 40 years is it gets emotional sometimes. But I want everybody, just as income concerned, who is still on the fence or who have not even heard. the existence of the association to come to Boya. Let's have a good time and find a way to build one house. So thank you very much, Dr. Enes, for giving us the platform here.
Yeah, Mr. Ernest, I want to thank you for bringing us into this forum. It's been a great job you guys have been doing of the Gaza media. You've like the voice of the voiceless, community based. It's a wonderful job. Before I leave, I want to extend happy Valentine to all my colleagues, ex-students, the second batch of grammar school. I want to invite every single one of them to join us in Boya. It will be well reminiscence of our days and the fun, the jokes, and we want to meet and commune as a batch. We were not designed to be there. God put us there together, and so we become a family. So please join us in Boya in uh, uh, April 3rd
April 3rd through the 5th.
through the 5th. Please join us, and thank you again for having us together. We'll continue to broadcast this to sensitize our people to be with us in Boya. There's no restriction as to who has to be there. As far as you are from second batch, you are invited. Thank you.
And thank you, Dr. Enes, once more. Let me give a shout out to my lovely Ingrid Konga here with me for the Valentine. And let me extend an enlarged Valentine to all the second batch uh, members of that class to join us in Boya. I can assure you, you will not regret it. Come to Boya, irrespective of what is happening. We are all going to be there, and come and have fun, enjoy yourself, and let's build this particular formidable school or that gave us whatever we have today. Thank you very much, Dr. Enes, and let me use this opportunity to invite the entire Gaza media crew to join us in Boya.
In Boya. That's correct.
You will not regret it. Thank
That's
you.
correct.
Yes, yes.
Even if Dr. Enes has to fly from here to Boya,
Oh,
we'll not
definitely,
mind to welcome him there.
definitely.
Yeah, we are capable.
Yes.
Uh, Dear viewers, those were members of the second batch of GBHS Fontem. That was the 1982 batch when they started in grammar school. At that time was Teba Teba. You've been listening to them. They will be having a convention that is coming on April 3rd to the 5th in Boya. And in weeks ahead, they will be releasing details and sending out invitation of what they are planning to do. But at least you are getting the tip of what lies ahead. There will be a fundraising, there will be reconnection, there will be helping one another, rebonding with their ex-teachers or with their former teachers, former principal, and what have you, and inviting the entire community, especially those from the BLM, their classmates, as you've been listening. If you are of the second batch and you haven't joined the crew, please make sure that you join them. Even if you have not registered, at least April the 3rd, you should be in Boya. And by that time, they'll welcome you. Until then, we'll see you again next time. I'm Enes Kumba, host for Gaza Media. Thank you.